Uh, we are live. Marie, hi everybody. It is Janet here and Marie, of course, Cape Breton Originals. So we came up with a new idea. We went to a public event today and had technical difficulties and I had to take the video down. But it gave us a super good idea of a new show. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what, Marie, we had so many questions today that we asked the federal MP who was there, Jaime Batiste, and he really didn't have a whole lot of substance to his answers that were full of, I don't know, they were like full of cloud and dust.
Well, the thing is,
full of shit, really.
he was there to answer, but the thing
not there to respond.
Right. And the fact that he played his phone and a music over top of us asking him questions was extraordinarily disrespectful. And I wanted to say something through the whole thing. Caught his eye a couple of times because I feel like I knew what he was doing.
So we come up with this idea. Our idea is Marie is going to play everybody on Cape Breton Island with concerns and with, you know, the 99%. And I'm going to play the people who run Cape Breton Island, the 1%, the rich people, the people in power, the people who have any authority to make decisions over what happens to us all. So my role is to, you know, play what they would do. And Marie's role is what would you guys do? What do you guys feel about it? So you guys are also free to ask us questions. We want to hear you guys ask us questions as people concerned to the public of what's wrong with CBRM or Cape Breton Island. And as somebody who would be in control, this is basically I'm going to play the role of the behind camera meetings and any secret conversations that happen at, say, maybe our yacht club, perhaps, or it's one of our fine, luxurious places out in Ben Yon, darlings. We could be anywhere, could be out in the deck, but I'm going to play the Oligarchs of Cape Breton. And if you don't know what an oligarch is, go ahead, Marie.
Well, it's basically any group of people. It's usually a small group of people that basically run the joint that you live in. It runs the society that you're in at that time. Here we have like a certain select few that do seem to be running behind the scenes.
We won't name anybody. No, we're not naming any names.
But we do know.
She's going to represent role of public, and I'm going to represent role of leaders and movers and shakers.
Those who have the power that we do not.
So Marie's going to start asking me questions, and I'm going to let her know why, us oligarchs are doing what we're doing. So go ahead, Marie.
All right.
Go ahead, ask your questions. I feel I'm going to be as honest as I can be, Marie, representing, my
You're
group.
the first oligarch I've ever seen smoking a doobie. You were such an interesting.
I know, and thank God they made it legal because before then we had to keep it in secret.
Yes. Yeah, how much money do you make off of that, approximately? Do you think?
Well, Marie, it's been a slow quarter. It's only been $1 billion this quarter. We're really trying to get you guys. We tried to get minimum wage lowered again, just because we're really broke. We're not used to this COVID stuff. Our stuff is closing. Stuff is costing us more money, Marie. Don't you feel bad? I'm not as rich as I was 2 years ago. But my buddy, that fucker is 10 times richer. He's 10 times richer right now. So I got to come up with a new way to make more money, Marie. And I think I'm going to have to start charging first and last rent. I got all kinds of rental units. Rent's going up. I got to charge my tenants. I'm not happy with my bank account dwindling. Marie,
I don't have a bank account. I have to cash my checks at Money Mart. I wasn't able to afford my ID when I first got here.
Well, you know what, Marie? I do feel bad for you, so you should get a roommate for 5.
Oh, well, that's just not possible, actually. But the rent today, I actually find that, like, you know what? It's really hard to even find something at all, never mind something affordable.
That's what exactly. It's really hard to get a place to rent right now. So there's lots of other people in your boat, Marie, so you can all become buddies and just shackle up with each other. Get some roommates, bunk beds, go.
I'm not comfortable with that. I don't understand, too. Like, it seems to me you look very familiar. Don't I work for you?
Yes.
What do you mean? What?
Well, yes, you work for me, and I also rent a lot of apartments. That's what we do. We charge you, we pay you. Look, you get a good minimum wage, Marie. What are you complaining about?
A good minimum wage? This is the lowest minimum wage in all of Canada, I believe.
Well, good thing you don't live in the rest of Canada.
But the rent is comparable now to, like, Halifax and like Montreal and never mind Montreal, like Toronto.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta stop comparing us to everybody, Marie. You're not what are you doing? Just stop thinking outside the island. You gotta stop that.
I don't understand this at all. Like, because I was told that Cape Breton was actually affordable. I came here with the hope that I would be able to actually afford to rent at least. Not that I want to buy anything,
I'm
'cause
sorry, Marie, but
that's unaffordable for sure.
that's not
for
what
now.
we're up to right now. What we're up to is getting, I'll be honest with you, can we keep this between me and you? Honestly, us oligarchs are really trying to remove all you poor folk off the island. And I'm sorry, Marie, it's too pretty for you poor people to
But-
be living here. No,
Um,
there's places up in the mainland. You go on up into Halifax.
I'm not able to. There's not even transit. There's not even any transit.
You talk like we're like this great big country, Marie.
There's
We're
no
not.
Greyhound bus
It's
anymore.
a little island like PEI. What's wrong with your feet? Can't you walk?
What the hell?
What about hitchhiking?
I don't want to have to do these things. Why can't I just live a normal life like the way I was told I could originally? Like, it seems to me that like this COVID, it sure is the excuse for everything these days.
It's changed everything, Marie.
Uh,
And it made me have to really buckle down on my, I got to make sure that things are being pinched down at the restaurants and make sure nobody's taking nothing. So I'm installing some more cameras just to keep my employees honest. I pay a very good minimum wage, Marie, and I expect every dollar, I don't expect to be robbed.
I don't believe you do. I don't understand. I also, so like I'm renting from you. You actually are my boss, and there are no coal mines anymore here. So why is it sort of like I'm working at a,
Well,
like
it
the
sounds like
company
you're
store?
complaining. All I heard is you're working for me, and that makes
You're
those
not going to
people-
fire me, are you?
I know,
Oh my God, are you going to evict me too? Oh my God.
Well, maybe I should just charge
That's
you
a lot of
extra.
power. That seems like an awful lot of power for one human being. How many of you are there on this island?
Oligarchs? There's only like 100 of us. There's not that many.
That's what?
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Oh
all
my
friends.
God.
Don't worry, we all work together. I put my rent up, he'll put his rent up. I keep my employees, I cut back the benefits and they'll cut back the benefits. And next thing you know, we're making more money than, we're back to how we were before COVID.
I don't understand what's going on here. Like I've heard before that there used to actually be bus routes like a long time ago. And I'm talking before COVID. It's not like, I'm talking like, during, I'm talking like a long time ago. They had bus routes going to places like even to the reserves at one time. Is this true that they used to have buses that like were better than they are now? Because
I'd have to ask one of my older oligarchs because, in all honesty, I know there's buses now, but I don't use buses. Marie, what would I know about a bus?
I'm
All I
really surprised
think is
an
you should-
oligarch even is able to answer any of this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you should be glad we even supplied buses. You should be so happy. And you're traveling the wrong area. If we don't have a bus in that area, you shouldn't be there, really. It's probably
the only
dangerous.
place I can afford. It's the only place that you've given me to afford to rent.
Oh, wow. What about you, like, living with a bunch of different people?
I don't think
Isn't
I like
that a good way to meet?
Okay,
Like a hostel.
okay, I'm trying my best. I'll try my best, but
Okay.
Okay. So, but the trouble I'm having also is like, so the rent is high, my wage is low, my pantry is empty, and so is the red one down at the end of the street. So, can you tell me what we can do about this? Because like I need to eat.
Do you think I would go to one of those things, Marie? I'm an oligarch. Imagine I walk up to a pantry and what would people think? That I'm supposed to build 10 more because I've got a big pile of money.
I don't know. Just one would be good.
I know, but no, I
some
can't.
regions here.
Look, if they think you got money, they think instead of leaving food, I should be leaving bundles of dollars. So I can't go there. It's just, and I mean, come on, don't you have a can of tuna you can put in there, Marie? Isn't there nothing in your cupboard you can leave in there?
Oh my God.
I thought poor people help poor people all the time. Us rich people got no time for that.
No, I know. I hear you guys do a lot of studies. What are these studies I keep hearing about?
Studies are just a way that we use so that we can get our hands on government money. So instead of me walking in and saying to the politician, I'm going to give you a kickback if you let me build here in this particular location, or if I could take over a development in the waterfront or something, perhaps, if I'm able to do them things, then it's time for a study. And I need to use the same person. It was your idea, so I'm going to fund you the money. All right. And don't worry, there's no paying it back because it's all just a business deal. I'm so glad you brought it to my attention. I wasn't even thinking about it at all. I didn't know we had that in our, wow. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. How's $100,000 sound?
Oh, geez, I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's what I would say to somebody, not a poor person, Marie. My God.
No.
Yeah, but no, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of your friends. One of your cronies.
One of my 100. You know,
Oh my
It's-
gosh.
which one gave more in my campaign?
I gotta wonder, does anybody else out there have any questions for the powers that be? Because
Mhm.
I think we do need to come up with a good compiled list, honestly. Because
They
next
won't
time-
answer it.
Next time we
This
go,
is as
we're
honest
going to
as-
have.
This is as honest as we're gonna get. Come on. Look it. This is the real deal right here. This is open camera.
It is open camera. It's an open camera meeting, which is another thing.
There's
Do
no
you
in
know
camera.
What happens in camera meetings? Do you know what's going on in
I
there?
think it's like remember in Inspector Gadget after so many seconds this will it expires.
It detonates.
It detonates. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what happens to in camera meetings. They detonate.
All
Yeah.
all the notes and stuff. Well, we're not allowed to know those
Mhm.
notes. That's the thing. So that's what I'm
It's
wondering.
secret,
about.
right?
I just don't get it. It's a lot of in camera.
Yes, it's Nunya.
It
It's Nunya.
sounds really funny to me. It's almost
Mhm.
like they're trying to like trick you. It's almost like in camera. It sounds like, oh, so I'm going to see it on a camera. No,
No,
you're not.
no,
It's
it's
actually
off camera.
It's off camera,
Yeah.
but it's called in camera. Yeah, it's not confusing.
Listen, if we wanted you to really know what was going on, we would have transparency, Marie.
Yeah.
That's just something we say before the election so that you think that I'm going to be transparent and I'm going to say exactly what needs to be said. Don't worry, once I get in office, my 100's going to hook me back up and smack. What were you thinking? I mean, I'm glad you got in, but don't be promising shit we don't deliver on. You're not ever going to get a clear window into what's going on around here.
I understand 3 million has been given over to the CBRM, which would be you guys, I assume.
Yeah, I can't wait to start figuring out who's getting what
I saw a
study to
picture.
do. What?
Did you guys see the picture? I don't know. Did you see the picture?
Yeah. Did you have a picture of it on your
I
phone?
did, but I
Yeah.
don't know if it's clear enough actually to show anybody.
Oh.
But basically, what it is, you guys can. It's on, I think, on CBC News. Oh, there was all kinds of news people there today.
Cape Breton Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was just wondering about that.
Yeah, so there was all kinds of coverage of it there today, and we were really particularly entertained by there was flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now we're not role playing. Right now we're just reminiscing of our
we've
events
got
today.
we've got to
Yeah,
talk
we'll
about
take a break
for
out of that.
minute.
So these two reporters, all right, two of them, not just one but two.
We don't even know what news affiliate they're with, but we were trying to be very careful to not be intrusive or anything, right? We're just
If you're in public, okay, and there is paid for flowers and there's all this landscape stuff, and somebody was paid professionally to bought flowers, bought the mulch, bought the whole 9 yards for all the decor.
really pretty flowers.
Super pretty pansies, okay? And this dinkalink, these two dinkalinks are standing on the flowers, let alone inside the flower bed area. Okay, because who does that? The hell did you grow up at, Bubba? Anyhow, not on the farm or not in the city.
No.
So anyways, standing on the flowers, and we're like, you're standing on the flowers. Oh, we know.
Yeah, we know we are. They were mad
Plenty-
at us for pointing it out.
Plenty
right?
of places without flowers.
I
but
don't know.
I'm
They
gonna-
wanted the best shot, I
I'm going to
guess.
stand on the flowers. It is a good
But
shot.
it was very strange because,
Mhm.
we're there because they are giving us $3 million to do our downtown. And we got these two goons out front there, like trampling over. I don't know. It wasn't a lot of money, I'm sure. It's probably
Fine them
just a
$50.
pittance to
$50. We caught them.
people like
Yeah.
people who run the
Mhm.
place. Yeah.
Each and go and replant them flowers.
Oh,
Mhm.
my
And we
God.
will live stream because you were a little fucking ignorant.
That
little
was
Jesus.
awful. It was awful because we were just like, okay, I really thought we were going to hear today about the damn.
Did the bottom fall out of their eyes? Did they
Oh.
lose their down hair vision?
I don't know what
How did
happened.
they not fall off of there? Because they had to like climb onto it. Anyhow, we'll go back to role playing. Ask me more questions.
You're dying for more questions. I don't
Hit me
even
up.
know.
You
Does
guys-
anybody have any questions?
Hi,
for
Laurel.
Anybody out here today?
No one got no questions for us?
No, I can't imagine because you know what? They know that there's no answers for any of these questions.
Oh
anymore.
no, but there is.
There's answers, but not the answers that are truthful answers because it's getting to be ridiculous.
Oh, but we could just imagine why they do what they do.
So Charlotte Street is the part that's going to have this revitalization, is it not?
Mm-hmm. That's what it
What
said.
what kind of buildings, I wonder, are going to go there? I mean, how many jobs do you think that's going to create for all of us?
Oh goodness, all of I don't know, probably 12, maybe 14. Who knows?
For how long will we have these jobs, I wonder?
God only knows, Marie. We like to create work now, EI later type jobs. We're pretty good at that stuff. I mean,
Something seems funny here.
well, we're good to get your EI, Marie. What are you complaining about?
Isn't there a way that like we could be self-sustainable on this island? Don't you
Of
think?
course there is, but we don't want you to do that.
Why?
Why? How are we going to make money if you're self-sustaining yourself?
I
We
swear to
want you
God.
sick and poor. That's
is
how
good.
we stay in control.
It's getting very difficult. I think all of us
No, it's
poor
not.
people are going to have to leave the island.
That's what we're hoping for.
Well, for Christ's sakes, but it's my home.
I know, but it's our home too, and you're poor and we're not, and there's people that want to pay more. So we're into the pay more, and you pay less can go away. Go to Halifax. They'll
I
help
don't
you.
want to go to Halifax.
But that's where the equalization money's at, Marie. They'll help you.
Don't get me started on equalization money. Like, I don't understand. Like, don't you know what equalization money is yourselves? Like, do you?
Yeah, we get it because we're poor in certain regions in Nova Scotia.
But I don't understand why don't you actually do anything about
we do.
that?
We do stuff about it. We build up Halifax. You should see what we've got going on right now.
Oh my
We have
goodness.
amazing projects. We're booming. Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. It's getting to be a very sad situation for anybody who cannot afford rent, cannot have a job that actually has a wage that is a good enough wage. And there's really
To afford rent, you just need more of you to shack up together. Bunk beds, double bunk beds.
But that's really bad. Like, that can be bad for communicable diseases and stuff. You shouldn't really be doing that.
I know, but it's not us. It's not like we are having to go through that hard time. We're just...
Lloyd, we'll have to get back to you, Mike.
Well, maybe he's calling in with a question.
Well, maybe he is. We will put him on there.
Yeah.
Hold on, Lloyd. We'll
Yeah.
get back to you.
Yes, ask your question online, Lloyd.
Janet's here for the answers because I have a feeling if we were to ask actually anybody who did have actual money, who invests and who's the entrepreneurs and the investors that they keep talking about, that they're helping people like you guys, right?
Well, yes, it's just it's only us. I mean, I feel bad for you, and I'm just glad that I'm not poor, Marie, because it's either you're rich or you're poor in Cape Breton. There's really not any in between. No, not anymore. No.
I don't understand what happened here. I thought that this was an affordable island. I really did.
Well, no, we're moving more into an unaffordable island, but it's better for us. I wouldn't say so much for you guys.
But who is this us? It's like you guys think
Us
you're the
oligarchs.
majority or something.
Well, no, we're just the main landholders. We are the biggest investors, and we control.
But that's
all
really unfair. That's really unfair.
Where's business fair at? What kind of person?
I guess this isn't the Cape
not
Breton
about
that it
being
used
fair.
to be, is it?
What living on the little house on the prairie are you on, Marie?
Honest to goodness, I think that's what I miss.
I think you grew up in a TV land or something.
That's the thing. I think a lot of me and my friends really wanted to be affordable, and we needed to be so that there's a good enough job where an affordable being that.
I'm sorry, Marie, but
You
Cape Breton
need a
is
big enough wage in order to afford the rent and to afford
big enough wage. I'm losing enough right now. I can't lose any more. I couldn't afford to pay anymore. I mean, my profit would go from 80% down to 78, 77, Marie. I don't want to lose that.
But
I like getting rich off the sweat of Cape Breton.
You said you haven't even had to go to a food pantry or food bank yet.
No. Thank
God.
God.
That's not poor. That's
No, I know. I said that. We don't want to talk about being poor. We just want to talk about how we can get rid of you poor. Well, if we keep driving up the price of everything, you'll eventually go off the island, Marie.
It's getting to the point where I think that might be right. That might be right. Yeah, I think we're just going to all have to pick up and go.
Mm-hmm.
Or you guys all better hang on to your hats.
Why?
Well, because there's a lot more of us than there are of you. And we actually love our island. And we plan to fight for this island.
Well,
we plan to not allow for the few to own everything. Because there's going to have to be things that are done. We're going to have to bring things to the attention of bigger, stronger voices than ours, I think.
We'll keep just banking on you being too stupid and too unresourceful.
It does seem that that's the way you all feel.
Mm-hmm.
It does feel like that a lot.
Yes. We'll just keep ignoring you because if you ignore things long enough, Marie, they go away. Mm-hmm.
That's
like when you throw garbage in the ocean, they say it just goes away.
It seems like that's another issue. That's another thing.
I know.
Oh yeah. What's going to happen with that? We're going to get all of these ferries, and eventually we are going to get these big ocean liners. Like I don't understand exactly about all of the pollution people have been talking about ocean liners, but
nobody swims there right now, Marie. So we're not really worried about it.
Actually right
Nobody's
now.
fishing there right now. I mean, we don't really hear about those South Bar guys. They'll just move up further else, you know.
I used to live in South Bar. It's really sad.
Yeah, but you know what? People can just move areas.
Yeah, I don't
you
want to move though. Like people who live there don't want to move. I know all my family didn't want to
Well,
move.
move, and maybe if your land's nice and it's got water frontage, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We make sure that you're completely exhausted and have no more means, and we have, you know, then we come in for just take what you got. At minimum, look, offer them $1.
Yeah.
$1's a going rate for really good parcels of land in some places, Marie.
I
If you
heard
know
that
the right people,
seabed was only worth $1.
right? That too. I mean, goodness, yeah. The prices in Cape Breton, it's very affordable if you know the right people. Now, if you don't know the right people, it seems that do poor people have to pay more for stuff than us, and isn't it ironic?
Don't you think? What the hell? So,
right?
I don't know. Maybe, you know what? I'm just not sure what to do really anymore. Like I said, it's either move or form a few friends together.
What's your address, Marie? I gotta put it down. We'll put you down on the checkout, see if we'll buy list. I'll put your rent up.
Yeah, I know. That's another thing, right?
Too funny.
Yeah. Right.
Well, we got no questions, and that's about it. We just want to play around and do a little skit. So thanks for tuning in. And if you liked it, like it, share it, like the channel. Cape Breton Originals. Janet Marie out. Later, guys.